My mother dropped my 12-year-old daughter at a homeless shelter on her 75th birthday. She told Sophie there was no room in the car for the party. 4 adults, 3 teenagers, plenty of space. She looked at my daughter and said, "You understand, sweetie. We will pick you up after dinner." Then they drove away to a $200 per person restaurant while Sophie sat on a bench outside Safe Haven Community Shelter, holding her overnight bag, watching families with nowhere to go walk past her. I was in Seattle, 3,000 miles away. Client presentation that could not be rescheduled. Sophie called me at 6:47 p.m., voice shaking. "Mom, I think Grandma forgot about me." I did not cry. I did not panic. I called an Uber. I called my attorney. I called my bank. By the time my mother finished her filet mignon, I had initiated foreclosure proceedings on the house I co-owned with her. By the time she called me, panicked and apologetic, the legal documents were already filed. She lost her house 4 months later. She is still calling me. I am still not answering. That morning started wrong. I should have trusted my gut. I woke up at 4 a.m. in a hotel room in Seattle. Jet-lagged. Anxious. I had a pitch meeting at 9. Major tech company. They were looking for a new PR firm. My agency had been courting them for 8 months. If we landed this account, we would triple our revenue. This was the meeting. The one that mattered. But it was also my mother's 75th birthday. She had been planning this party for months. Dinner at Marcello's, the most expensive Italian restaurant in the city. She had invited the whole family. My sister Christine and her husband. Their 3 teenage kids. My brother Paul. His wife. Me and Sophie. I could not go. I tried to change the meeting. I begged the client. They said no. The CEO was only available Wednesday. It was Wednesday or nothing. I chose Wednesday. I chose work. Sophie understood. She was 12. Mature for her age. Thoughtful. Responsible. She had been staying with my mother for 3 days while I was traveling. They got along fine. Or I thought they did. My mother had always been distant with Sophie, not warm like she was with Christine's kids, but not cruel. Just indifferent. I told myself indifferent was fine. Indifferent was manageable. I called Sophie at 7 a.m. Seattle time, 10 a.m. her time. "Hey baby. How are you?" "Good. Grandma is making pancakes." "That is nice. Are you excited for tonight?" "I guess. I do not really know anyone who is going to be there." "It is just family. You will be fine. Christine's kids will be there. They do not really talk to me, Mom. Try to have fun anyway, okay? I am so sorry I cannot be there." "It is okay. Your meeting is important. You are important too." "I know, Mom. Good luck today." "Thanks, baby. I love you. I will call you after dinner to hear all about it." "Okay. Love you." I hung up. I got dressed. Black suit. Heels. Makeup. I looked professional. Polished. In control. I did not feel in control. I felt like I was abandoning my daughter. But I told myself it was one dinner. One night. She would be fine. My name is Rebecca. Rebecca Lawson. I am 41 years old. I run my own PR firm. Started it 6 years ago with 2 clients and a dream. Now I have 11 employees and annual revenue of $3 million. I work 60-hour weeks. I travel constantly. I am good at what I do. But it costs me. It costs me time with Sophie. It costs me being present. It costs me moments like this, where I am 3,000 miles away when my daughter needs me. Sophie is my only child. I had her when I was 29. Her father and I were married for 4 years before he decided he wanted a different life. No drama. No fighting. He just left. Moved to California. Sends child support. Calls every few weeks. He is not a bad person. He is just absent. So I do everything. I am mom and dad. I am homework help and soccer practice and school lunches and bedtime stories. I am also CEO and client manager and accountant and HR department. I am exhausted all the time. But I make it work. My family is complicated. My mother, Patricia, has always played favorites. Christine is the golden child. She married young. Had 3 kids by 30. Stayed home with them. Lives 10 minutes from my mother. They have dinner together twice a week. My mother babysits. She goes to every soccer game, every school play, every birthday party. She posts about her grandkids constantly. My beautiful grandbabies. So blessed to have these angels in my life. Sophie is mentioned occasionally. My other granddaughter. Not in photos. Not in stories. Just acknowledged. Existing. But not celebrated. Paul is the baby. He is 37. He does well. Engineer. Nice house. Nice wife. No kids yet. They are trying. My mother prays for them constantly. I hope they have a baby soon. I want more grandbabies to spoil. And me? I am the difficult one. The one who got divorced. The one who works too much. The one who is never around for family stuff because I am always traveling. The one who sends money but not time. My mother does not understand my career. She thinks I should have remarried. She thinks I should work less. She thinks Sophie is suffering because I am selfish. Maybe she is right. Maybe I am selfish. But I am also keeping us afloat. I am paying the mortgage and the bills and the private school tuition and saving for college. I am building something. For Sophie. For us. For our future. But that day, my future building left Sophie alone with people who did not value her. And I did not see it coming. The pitch meeting went well. Amazing, actually. We nailed it. The CEO loved our ideas. He said he would have a decision by Friday. My boss was thrilled. We went out for lunch to celebrate. I checked my phone. No messages from Sophie. I figured she was busy getting ready for dinner. Hair. Makeup. Picking out an outfit. I texted her at 3 p.m. Seattle time, 6 p.m. her time. Have fun tonight. Take pictures. Love you. No response. I told myself she was already at the restaurant. Phone on silent. Having a good time. I went back to my hotel. Showered. Ordered room service. Watched TV. Tried to relax. I deserved to relax. I had worked so hard for this moment. This account could change everything. My phone rang at 6:47 p.m. Sophie. I answered immediately. Hey baby. How is dinner? Mom? Her voice was small. Scared. Wrong. Sophie, what is wrong? I think Grandma forgot about me. My blood went cold. What do you mean? She dropped me off. At a place. She said there was no room in the car. She said they would pick me up after dinner. Where are you? I do not know. A building. There are people here. Families. Kids. There is a sign that says Safe Haven Community Shelter. I felt like I had been punched. She left you at a homeless shelter? I think so. I am sitting on a bench outside. I have my overnight bag. She said she would come back. But Mom, it has been almost an hour. And I am scared. Okay. Okay, baby, listen to me. I am going to get you out of there right now. Stay on the phone with me. I was already moving. Grabbing my laptop. Pulling up Uber. Sophie's location was shared with me. I found it. Safe Haven Community Shelter. Downtown. 43 minutes from my mother's house. Mom, a lady just asked me if I need help. She thinks I am homeless. Tell her you are waiting for a ride. Tell her you are fine. Okay. I heard her talking to someone. Explaining. The woman sounded kind. Concerned. She offered to let Sophie wait inside. Sophie said no thank you. Sophie, I am sending an Uber right now. It will be there in 8 minutes. The driver's name is Marcus. He is driving a silver Honda. I am paying him extra to take you directly to Mrs. Chen next door. Do not go back into Grandma's house. Go straight to Mrs. Chen. She has your key. You remember? Yeah, I remember. Stay on the phone with me until the car gets there. Okay. I stayed on the phone. I talked to her. I kept my voice calm even though I was shaking with rage. I tracked the Uber. I watched it move through the city. 7 minutes. 5 minutes. 3 minutes. He is here, Mom. Silver Honda. Ask him his name. Marcus. Yes, that is right. Thank you for waiting. This is for you. I heard her talking to Marcus. I had tipped him $100 in the app. Mom, he is really nice. He says he has a daughter my age. Good. Good. Okay, baby, you are safe now. Go to Mrs. Chen. I am going to call her right now to let her know you are coming. I will call you back in 20 minutes. I love you so much. I love you too, Mom. She hung up. I sat on the hotel bed. I stared at the wall. I felt cold. Distant. Like I was watching this happen to someone else. My mother dropped my daughter at a homeless shelter. She looked at a 12-year-old child and decided she was less important than trunk space. She drove to a $200 per person restaurant and left Sophie on a bench with strangers. I called Mrs. Chen. She was horrified. Rebecca, what happened? Of course Sophie can stay here. I will make her dinner. She can sleep in the guest room. Do not worry. She is safe. Thank you. Thank you so much. I will be home tomorrow. Take your time. She is fine. I will take care of her. I hung up. I looked at my phone. I should call my mother. I should scream at her. I should demand to know what she was thinking. But I did not. I did something else. I opened my banking app. I pulled up my files. I found the deed to my mother's house. She bought the house in 2003. 47 years old. Single mother. 3 kids. She could not afford it on her secretary's salary. I was 23, fresh out of college, working my first job in PR. I had saved $11,000. I gave her the down payment. My name went on the deed. Co-owner. Over the years, she refinanced twice. Both times, she needed me to co-sign because her credit was not good enough. Both times, I did it without hesitation. Family helps family. That is what I believed. The house was now worth $430,000. She owed $212,000. I owned half. Technically. Legally. On paper, I was a co-owner with the right to force a sale if necessary. I had never thought about exercising that right. It was her house. Her home. I would never take that from her. Never. Until she left my daughter at a homeless shelter. I called my attorney. David Brennan. Corporate law, but he had connections. He answered on the second ring. Rebecca, hey. How did the pitch go? Good. Listen, I need a favor. I need you to connect me with someone who does real estate and family law. Tonight. Tonight? What is going on? I need to force the sale of a property I co-own. And I need to do it fast. Can you help me? Yeah, I can help. Give me an hour. 53 minutes later, David called back. I have someone. Elena Rodriguez. She is sharp. She can start tonight. I am sending you her number. I called Elena. She listened. She did not ask why. She just said, I can file a partition action tomorrow morning. Given the circumstances and your co-ownership status, we can move quickly. This is going to upset a lot of people. I know. Are you sure you want to do this? I am sure. Okay. I need all the documentation. Deed. Mortgage papers. Refinancing documents. Everything. Can you send that tonight? Yes. Give me 2 hours. I spent the next 2 hours scanning documents. Uploading files. Writing statements. Providing evidence that I was a legal co-owner with the right to force a sale. By midnight Seattle time, 3 a.m. back home, everything was filed electronically. The wheels were in motion. I did not sleep. I just sat in the hotel room, staring at my phone. Waiting. At 9 p.m. Seattle time, midnight back home, my phone rang. My mother. I stared at it. Let it ring. It went to voicemail. She called again. I did not answer. She called 4 more times. Then came the texts. Mom. Where is Sophie? Mrs. Chen says she is there? What is going on? Mom. Rebecca, call me. Now. Mom, I do not understand why you are being like this. We were going to pick her up after dinner. Mom. You are overreacting. Call me. I did not respond. I turned off my phone. I went to bed. I did not sleep, but I tried. The next morning, I flew home. 6-hour flight. I landed at 5 p.m. I went straight to Mrs. Chen's house. Sophie was in the living room, doing homework. She saw me and ran. She hugged me so hard I could not breathe. I am so sorry, I said into her hair. I am so sorry. It is not your fault, Mom. It is. I should not have left you with them. You did not know. I should have known. We went home. I ordered pizza. We ate on the couch. She told me what happened. All of it. My mother told her that morning that she needed to be ready by 5 p.m. Sophie got ready. Hair in a braid. Nice dress. The blue one with the flowers that she loved. She was excited. Nervous. She wanted to make a good impression. At 5, everyone started arriving. Christine and her family. Paul and his wife. 8 people total. Plus my mother. 9 people going to dinner. My mother's car fits 5 people. Christine's SUV fits 7. 12 seats total. 9 people. Plenty of room. But my mother looked at Sophie and said, "Sweetie, I am so sorry, but we do not have room for you. The reservation is only for 8 people. I did not realize when I made it. You understand, right?" Sophie said, "Oh, okay. That is fine. I can stay here. Actually, honey, we are going to be gone for a few hours. I do not want you here alone. I am going to drop you somewhere safe. Okay. Just for a little while. We will pick you up after dinner." Sophie did not understand, but she nodded. She grabbed her overnight bag. Just in case. She got in the car. My mother drove her downtown. To Safe Haven Community Shelter. A place for homeless families. A place with resources. Social workers. Emergency beds. A place my mother apparently thought was appropriate for a 12-year-old to wait outside for 3 hours. She parked. She turned around. "Okay, sweetie, you are going to wait here. There are people around. It is safe. I will be back before 9. Grandma, I can just stay at the house." "No," I said, "I do not want you there alone. You will be fine here. I promise. Just a few hours." Sophie got out of the car. She watched them drive away. All of them. Christine saw her through the window. She waved. She did not say anything. She did not question it. She just waved and looked away. Sophie sat on the bench. She waited. Families came and went. People asked if she was okay. She said yes. She said she was waiting for her grandmother. They looked at her with pity. With concern. A social worker came out and tried to get her to come inside. Sophie said no thank you. She did not want to be more in the way than she already was. At 6:47, she called me. By 7:15, she was at Mrs. Chen's. By 9, my mother was calling me, confused about why Sophie was not waiting at the shelter like she was told to. Sophie finished telling me the story. She was calm. Too calm. "It is okay, Mom. She probably did not mean it to be bad. She probably just did not think. No. She thought. She made a choice. She chose to leave you there. Maybe she just made a mistake. This was not a mistake. Mistakes are accidental. This was deliberate." Sophie did not argue. She just nodded. She looked so small. So tired. "You never have to see her again," I said. "If you do not want to. I will make sure of it." "Really? Really? What about Christine? And Paul? Them too? Anyone who was in that car? Anyone who watched you get dropped off and said nothing? You never have to see any of them again." She looked relieved. "Okay. Do you want to talk about it? About how you felt?" She thought for a minute. "I felt embarrassed. People kept looking at me. Like they felt sorry for me. Like I was someone they needed to help. And I felt confused. Because I did not understand what I did wrong. Why I was not allowed to come to dinner. Why I was not worth a seat in the car." I held her. I did not have answers. I did not have explanations. I just held her. Over the next week, my phone exploded. My mother called 63 times. Christine called 42 times. Paul called 18 times. I did not answer any of them. The voicemails were all the same. Variations on a theme. You are overreacting. It was a misunderstanding. She was going to pick her up. You are being dramatic. We need to talk about this like adults. Then the legal documents were served. Partition action. Forced sale of the property. My mother had 30 days to buy out my half or the house would be sold. My half was worth approximately $109,000. She did not have that money. She called me from the attorney's office. I answered. Rebecca, what is this? What are you doing? I am exercising my legal rights as a co-owner. You cannot force me to sell my house. I can. And I am. Why are you doing this? You left my 12-year-old daughter at a homeless shelter so you could go to dinner. I was going to pick her up. You left her on a bench. Outside. For 3 hours. While you ate $200 steaks. The reservation was only for 8 people. You made the reservation. You knew 9 people were going. You planned this. I did not plan anything. It was a mistake. I am sorry. You are not sorry. You are just mad that there are consequences. Rebecca, please. This is my home. I have lived here for 22 years. You cannot take this from me. You took my daughter's dignity. You took her sense of safety. You made her feel worthless. Now you get to feel what it is like to lose something important. I will buy you out. I will get a loan. No bank will give you a loan. Your credit is terrible. You are 75 years old on a fixed income. You cannot afford this house. You never could. I have been subsidizing you for 20 years. That ends now. What am I supposed to do? Figure it out. The way Sophie had to figure out why her grandmother did not think she was worth a seat in a car. I hung up. I blocked her number. Christine tried to intervene. She showed up at my office. Security called me. I told them to send her away. She stood in the lobby and screamed. You are destroying our mother over a misunderstanding. Sophie is fine. You are using her to punish Mom for your own issues. I did not respond. I let security escort her out. Paul called from a number I did not recognize. I answered thinking it was a client. Rebecca, this is insane. You need to stop this. Mom is going to lose her house. Yes. That is cruel. She is 75 years old. Sophie is 12 years old. And she sat outside a homeless shelter for 3 hours because your mother did not think she mattered. She made a mistake. She made a choice. Choices have consequences. She is our mother. And Sophie is my daughter. And I will protect her from anyone who treats her like she is disposable. Including you. Including Mom. Including anyone who was in that car and did nothing. I was not even there. Your wife was. She saw Sophie get dropped off. She said nothing. She did nothing. She waved from the window and looked away. So no, you do not get to call me and defend Mom. You are just as complicit. You are going to regret this. No. I am not. I hung up. I blocked his number too. The partition action moved forward. My mother tried to fight it. Her attorney argued that forcing the sale was punitive. That I was using the law as a weapon. That there were other ways to resolve this. Elena shut that down fast. My client is exercising her legal rights as a co-owner. She has provided substantial financial support for this property over 2 decades. She is entitled to her equity. If Ms. Lawson cannot buy her out, the property will be sold. That is the law. The judge agreed. The house went on the market. It sold in 3 weeks. $438,000. After fees and paying off the mortgage, there was $176,000 left. I got half. $88,000. My mother got half. $88,000. She had to move out. She found an apartment. Small. 1 bedroom. Cheap. She had to downsize everything. Furniture. Belongings. 22 years of life packed into a tiny space. Christine and Paul helped her move. They blamed me. They told everyone I was vindictive. That I destroyed our mother over nothing. That I was using Sophie as an excuse to punish Mom for favoritism. Some relatives agreed with them. Some relatives agreed with me. The family fractured. I did not care. Sophie was safe. Sophie was happy. Sophie was thriving. In November, my mother sent a letter. Handwritten. 6 pages. She apologized. She said she did not realize how serious it was. She said she thought Sophie would be fine. She said she was wrong. She said she missed us. She said she wanted to make it right. I read the letter once. Then I put it in a folder. Evidence. I did not respond. In December, Christine tried to organize a Christmas dinner. She called me from yet another new number. I answered by accident. Rebecca, please. For Christmas. Let us all be together. Mom is miserable. She wants to see Sophie. She wants to apologize in person. No. You cannot keep Sophie from her grandmother forever. Watch me. You are teaching Sophie to hold grudges. I am teaching Sophie that people who hurt her do not get access to her. That is not a grudge. That is a boundary. She is 75 years old. She could die any day. And Sophie will never forgive you for keeping them apart. If she dies, I will tell Sophie the truth. That her grandmother valued a dinner reservation more than her granddaughter's well-being. And Sophie will understand why I protected her. Goodbye, Christine. I hung up. I blocked the number. Sophie and I spent Christmas alone. We flew to New York. Saw a show. Went ice skating. Ate expensive food. Stayed in a nice hotel. It was the best Christmas we ever had. Mom? Sophie said on Christmas night. We were in the hotel room, full and happy. Yeah, baby. Thank you. For what? For believing me. For protecting me. For not making me pretend it was okay. You never have to pretend with me. I know. That is why I am thanking you. She hugged me. I held her. I knew I made the right choice. Fast forward to now. Sophie is 14. She is in 9th grade. She is captain of the debate team. She has a 4.0 GPA. She was accepted into a competitive summer program at Georgetown for aspiring lawyers. She wants to be a civil rights attorney. She wants to help people who do not have voices. She is extraordinary. I am still running my PR firm. We landed that Seattle account. We have grown to 17 employees. Annual revenue is up to 5 million. I still work too much. But I also make time. I go to Sophie's debates. I have dinner with her every night I am in town. I am present. As I can be. My mother is still in her apartment. Still on a fixed income. Christine and Paul help her with bills sometimes. She is fine. Not comfortable. Not happy. But fine. She sends cards occasionally. Birthday cards for Sophie. Christmas cards. I throw them away unopened. Sophie does not ask about them. She has moved on. She has built a life full of people who value her. She does not waste time on people who do not. Do I feel guilty about the house? No. Not even a little. That house represented 20 years of me bailing her out. 20 years of co-signing loans and covering shortfalls and pretending it was fine that she used me financially but did not value my daughter emotionally. Taking the house was not punishment. It was liberation. It was me finally saying, you do not get to use me anymore. You do not get my money and my child. Pick one. She picked neither. She lost both. And I am okay with that. People say I went too far. That forcing an elderly woman to sell her home is cruel. That I should have just talked to her. That I should have given her a chance to make it right. But here is what those people do not understand. She left a 12-year-old at a homeless shelter. She looked at my child and decided she was not worth a seat in a car. She chose a dinner reservation over a human being. That is not a mistake. That is a value system. And I will not expose my daughter to a value system that says she is disposable. Sophie is 14 now. She is confident. She is strong. She knows her worth. She does not question whether she is good enough. She does not wonder why people do not choose her. She knows that anyone who does not choose her is making the wrong choice. And she does not waste her time trying to convince them otherwise. That is what I protected. That is what I fought for. And I would do it again. 1,000 times. 1,000,000 times. So, what do you think? Did I go too far, or just far enough? Let me know in the comments below. And if you want more stories about mothers who chose their children over toxic families, do not forget to subscribe and hit that bell icon. I've got 2 more stories queued up for you, both about the moment we realize protecting our kids means walking away from the people who were supposed to love them. Click on whichever one calls to you. Until next time, remember, family is about who shows up, not who shows up in your DNA.